What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Life Sedans podcast. I am your wonderful host, Trey Kulada. Thanks for pressing play and joining me today. I honestly had no idea what I was going to talk about today. And I just started thinking about it so much because I have so many ideas rumbling around in my head, and I'm trying to do this kind of stream of consciousness and not filter it too much because I want the content to be authentic to what's going on in my life. And I got to thinking, quit overthinking it. So that's what today's episode is all about, because I know a lot of us out there tend to overthink shit, especially big life choices that we have presented to us along our journey. And I'm here to tell you that you need to quit overthinking it. Because why do we overthink shit? Well, most of the time it's because we're afraid. There is some type of fear that is the catalyst for us just trying to overanalyze whether or not to do a thing. We're afraid about, somebody else's approval or being judged or failing. We don't think we have what it takes. We might lose something like someone close to us, or a relationship, or money, or some type of stability, or something that makes us feel comfortable. And, when has overthinking something ever gotten you what you wanted out of life? I don't know that it's ever gotten me anything other than more confused. Now, if it has, then awesome. Feel free to tell me about it and roast me in the comments. But in my personal experience, I have never had an experience where overthinking something has done me any good. My husband is the ultimate overthinker. I feel like possibly every decision he has to make gets overthought to the max. And it has actually served him well in a few different ways, because a lot of the stuff has to do with like construction and, but it's like, even him, it's like, you've been doing it for so long. You shouldn't have to overthink it by now. Like, you should have enough experience to know, okay, we don't have to overthink every single little thing. But some of us out there are just natural worriers. And I feel like I used to be that way. I don't know, maybe when I was younger, but I feel like over time I've kind of honed this skill of listening to my gut, and people think I'm batshit crazy, and I'm impetuous, and I don't think things through, and that's that Aquarius in me, guys. Yeah, I'm that girl. I'm like I am all about pie in the sky dreams and all that good shit, but also I have had so many instances where my gut was right, and it's like my thinking brain was taking over and making me doubt myself. And then the minute I leaned into my gut or what felt right in my heart, things went the way that I wanted to. Or I figured out that thing, like a prime example. And I know a lot of you ladies will resonate with this. When that guy you're dating is cheating on you and telling you you're crazy, and you're sitting there thinking, fuck, man, like, am I crazy? Like, Jesus, yeah, maybe when he told me, like, he was over there or working late or whatever, like, or out with the guys, like, maybe I'm just overreacting. And it's like, no, bitch, girl, and then you come to find out weeks, months, maybe even years later that you were right the whole fucking time. And the whole time you legit thought that you were crazy. And that shit, because that literally happened to me. Like, I caught the guy pretty much red-handed in his own lie and about cheating on me, and he had me thinking I was insane, and for years. And like, what? But my gut knew. My gut fucking knew, dude. My gut fucking knew. And there's, like, the people in your lives that that you may need to distance yourself. Maybe not completely cut them off, because obviously it's hard sometimes to cut people completely off that you have loving relationships and history with. But like, your gut knows. Your gut knows when some shit is up. And then you find out, oh, they've been talking about you behind your back, or they've done something behind your back, or they show their true colors. Um, it happens all the time. And life decisions like your career and all that, and those are obviously bigger decisions, but like, what do you have to lose by not listening to that fear and listening to your heart and just going for it? Like, what is preventing you from going all in on what you actually want to do with your life. And yeah, it's scary as fuck. Like, I'm in the middle of that process right now, as a novice, up and coming real estate mogul. Um, I've invested in some properties and things have gone well and things have gone bad. But you know what? It's all about the learning process. We just have to be open to failing. You have to be okay with shit not being okay. Because you may fall on your face, but you know what? At least you know you fucking tried. At least you know you fucking tried. And maybe if you go for something and it doesn't work out and you have to go back and fix it, so fucking what? Versus sitting there and overthinking it for 6 months, 30 days, 6 months, a year. Should I pull the trigger? Should I do the thing? Should I leave this relationship? Should I go for that job? Should I go back to school? Fill in the blank. Even if you have to go back and fix shit, so fucking what? Just go for it. I mean, there have been times when, calling my husband out again, love you, Adam, that, we've done things maybe a little willy-nilly, like we did some landscaping in the backyard and now we have to go back and fix it. And it's like, well, it's no big deal. Big fucking deal. But we went for the vision, the ultimate vision of what we wanted to do. Maybe we didn't do it right the first time, but that's okay because we learned something. And just like when you have a baby, sorry guys, you probably can't relate to this, but the details are true nonetheless. When you have a baby the first time, it takes forever, for most of us. My first child, Mia, she took almost 24 hours to come out. I think it was like 22 and a half or some shit. And then my second baby, Ember, just 6 hours. So anyway, I don't even know how this all relates to what I'm talking about, but just quit overthinking shit, okay? When you find yourself overthinking, I think the best solution to this problem when you're in it is to just write it out. Because I feel like a lot of us, this happens either like early in the morning or late at night when we're going to bed. And I heard a piece of advice on another podcast, some random person that said, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it in that particular moment, especially if you're lying awake at night in bed. What you need to do is just literally pull out your phone, write down the thoughts in your notes app. If you feel like do an extra credit, write it down in your journal, like physically write it in a journal. But not a lot of us, have the ability in the middle of the night to want to do that. So anyway, yeah, write down the notes in your phone and get it out of your head. Because if you don't get it out of your head and onto something that you can visually look at, it's just going to keep jumbling around in there. And it's just never going to solve itself. It's like if some of you know the Peanuts cartoons, it's like Pigpen and the dust cloud that's always surrounding him. So we need to clear that dust out. We need to, get that Swiffer, whatever, Roomba, I don't know, lawn blower. What are those things called? I don't know. The ones that go, I should know this by now. I know how to use power tools. But anyway, doesn't matter. We need to get the fucking cobwebs out. We need to get the dust out. If you find that you're overthinking, just take a moment, pump and dump all those thoughts onto a piece of paper, come back to it the next day. But ultimately, what I want you to start relying on more is your gut. Like, sit down in the quiet when you have a moment and just really ask yourself, like, does this feel right for me? And I guarantee you, the universe is going to tell you. You might get some chills up your spine, or you might get, some kind of a negative, heavy feeling. But there's nothing more powerful than connecting to source, and we will talk about that in future episodes because I have been on an insanely eye-opening and awakening spiritual journey this year that I want to share with you guys, but I'm just not quite there yet. But connecting to the source, we have to take time to close our eyes, connect with our true selves, which is on the inside, not the outside, because we aren't a body with a spirit. We're a spirit with a body. So connect with the source, close your eyes, connect, breathe. I know you always hear me talking about breathing. I'm just going to take a minute right now and then just ask the source, is this right for me? In the name of the highest good, is this right for me? And you will get the answer. You will get the answer. It could be a quiet voice that comes to you. That happens to me all the fucking time. It's weird, but it's but it's spooky, but it works. Like, I know that it's truth. Like, the source is speaking truth through me. Or, like I said, something in your gut. You could feel something in your heart. You could feel something in your body. Like, maybe your body tenses up and you know that it's not good for you. But quit overthinking it. Got to get out of here, out of your brain, and into your heart, and into your gut, and into your body. Okay? Because your gut knows, your heart knows, right? We are a very sophisticated system of nerves and energy connecting with all the other energy around us. So we got to tap into it, and I will be doing future episodes on that as well, because it's really super cool shit, and I can't wait to share. But for now, one thought at a time, Trey. One thought at a time. Okay, keep it simple. Love you guys.